Go.
Right, so today I'm going to be conducting an upper quarter screen. So first, looking at the patient's posture from front view, we're taking a look at the level of his shoulders to make sure that they're both in line, taking a look at his carrying angle on both sides, as well as the length of his arms to make sure that there's no differences. Looking from a side view, first thing to look at is to see if the patient has a forward head posture, taking a look to see if their earlobe is in line with their acromion. Also taking a look at the curves of their spine to make sure they have normal lordotic and kyphotic curves. And then looking from a posterior view, again looking at the shoulder height, now looking at the inferior angle of the scap to make sure that they're both in line. Looking at the scapulas themselves to see if there's any tipping or winging. And again, assessing the spine and making sure that their normal curves are there. So could you please sit in the chair for me, please? Alright, so what we're going to be doing is just some active neck motions first. So could you look up towards the ceiling for me as far as you can? Good. Now can you look down towards the floor, bringing your chin to your chest? Good. Right, now I want you to bring your right ear to your right shoulder. Good. And your left ear to your left shoulder. Good. Now I want you to, while keeping your shoulders straight, look over your right shoulder as far as you can towards me. Good. Now do that on the left side, please. Good. Alright, so now we're going to be doing those same motions, but applying some passive overpressure. So can you look up again for me, please? Good. Now just applying the overpressure. Alright, can you bring your right ear to your right shoulder? Good. Your left ear to your left shoulder. Good. Can you rotate your head to the right for me, please? Good. Now to the left for me. Very good. Okay, so now we're going to be doing some resisted motions. So I'm going to try to put your head forward, back to the side and rotate it. Don't let me move you, okay? All right, so first here, don't let me move you. All right, and don't let me move you. Don't let me move you. Perfect. Don't let me move you. Very good. Now again, don't let me rotate you. Now the other way, don't let me rotate you. All right, good. So now we're going to be moving on to doing some other active motions with the rest of your body. So can you please shrug your shoulders up for me? All right, now hold them there. And don't let me move you. I'm going to push down. This is going to be testing the C3, C4 myotome. Okay, good. You can relax. All right, so now I want you to round your shoulders forward, almost like you're bringing them together. Very good. Now sitting straight up, I want you to pinch your back backwards towards like you're pinching my hand. All right, good. Now I want you to, we're going to do some active motions with the arms. I want you to raise them both in front of you, just like that, as far as you can. Very good. Now I want you to raise them to the side as far as you can. Perfect. Now hold them up here just like this. And I want you to, keeping your elbows straight, bring them down, and then bring them back to the middle, and then bring them up again. All right, very good. So now with the arms at your side, I want you to bend at the elbows, touch your shoulder. Okay, now I want you to point your wrist towards yourself, then away from you, and bring your pinkies in towards each other. Now I want you to make a fist, and then open that up. Okay, very good. So now we're going to be resisting some of those motions. So I'm going to be putting your arm right here. I'm going to be pushing down, don't let me move you, excuse me. This is testing the C5. All right, bring it a little down. Adduction, now we're testing C7. Don't let me move you. Okay, good. Now, testing internal rotation. There's no myotome for that. Good. External rotation, we're testing C5. Very good. Now hold your elbow just like that. I'm going to try to push you down and up. Okay. So pushing down, this is testing the C5, C6. And then up for extension, we're testing the C7. Point your wrist towards you, please. Again, this is testing C7, wrist flexion. Flip it over, bring it back. This is testing C6, wrist extension. Very good. Now I want you to bring your pinkies in for me. This is testing C8. Very good. Now hold your hand like this. Okay, so now just resist me here. Okay, don't let me move you. And don't let me move you. So thumb extension, ab and adduction are all C8. And now moving on to the other side. I'm going to bring your shoulder up just like this. Again, don't let me move you. Testing C5. Bring it down. Don't let me move you. Testing C7. Okay. Don't let me push you in. Testing C5. Don't let me bring you out. No myotome for that. Okay, now hold your wrist like that for me, please. Don't let me push you down. Testing C5, C6. And again, don't let me bring you up. Testing C7. Now bring your wrist towards you. This is again testing C7. Now flip your wrist around for me, please. And this is C6. And I want you to bring your pinky in for me. This is testing C8. And then at the thumb, just hold your thumb like that. Don't let me move you. Those are all testing C8 again. And now for the fingers, just hold your fingers just like that together and don't let me bring them apart. Testing each one individually. Very good. Now we're going to do that on the other hand. Again, this is testing the C8. Or no, excuse me, this is testing T1. Very good. So now what we're going to do is move to testing your sensation. So I want you to close your eyes for me, please. I'm going to be touching you on a few different spots, and you're just going to let me know if you can feel it, okay? All right, so the upper trap, this is the C4 dermatome. The deltoid, which is testing C5 dermatome. Other hand's just like that. Now the outside of the thumb, this is testing the C6. The middle finger, posterior middle finger is testing the C8, C7, excuse me. The middle part of the hand and his pinky, we are testing C8. The inner forearm, we're testing T1. And then the inner bicep, we're testing T2. So now we're going to move on to testing some of his reflexes. So, if you just look away from me, please. All right. So first, the brachioradialis, this is C5. Okay, now the biceps, C5, C6. Now the triceps, C7. Now doing the other side. Again, first doing the brachioradialis, C5. Good. Now the biceps, C5, C6. Good. Now again, the triceps, C7. Good. All right, so that concludes the upper cortical screen.